Jade humiliates Rhea. Rhea meets her match. Jade sends a warning. SmackDown ends in chaos. Jade vs. Rhea explodes. What happens when the most feared woman in WWE suddenly realizes somebody out there isn't afraid of her anymore? And what if Jade Cargill's brutal message to Rhea Ripley wasn't just about one fight, but about taking over the entire women's division for good? Because after what happened on SmackDown, something felt different. Not the usual WWE chaos kind of different. Not the typical another post-match attack kind of different. This felt personal. This felt calculated. And honestly, it felt like the beginning of a war WWE may not even be ready for. The crazy thing is the moment itself didn't even last that long. Just a few minutes. But somehow those few minutes completely changed the energy around the women's division. You could feel it instantly. The crowd reaction changed. Commentaries sounded shaken. Fans online immediately lost their minds. And standing right in the center of all that chaos was Jade Cargill, calm, confident, and almost smiling, while Rhea Ripley was left furious after the destruction unfolded around her. Now let's be real for a second. Rhea Ripley has spent years building this terrifying aura in WWE. She walks into arenas like she owns them. Opponents look nervous before matches even start. Fans talk about her like she's unbeatable. And most of the time, she backs every bit of that confidence up. That's what makes her so dangerous. Rhea doesn't just beat people physically. She gets inside their heads. She makes people doubt themselves before the first punch is even thrown. But Jade Cargill? She didn't look nervous at all. That's what made this entire segment feel dangerous. There's a huge difference between someone trying to survive against Rhea Ripley and someone actively hunting her. Jade looked like a hunt. The cameras even caught this little moment after the chaos ended where Jade stared directly at Rhea while officials rushed around trying to restore order. And if you paid attention closely, Jade didn't look shocked by what happened. She looked satisfied, like everything unfolded exactly the way she planned it. Fans online immediately picked up on that detail. Social media exploded within minutes. Some fans were saying Jade just had the biggest moment of her WWE career. Others started calling this the future main event of WrestleMania. Wrestling fans move fast, by the way. Somebody throws one punch on SmackDown and suddenly people are fantasy booking a trilogy ending inside Hell in a Cell. It's honestly impressive. But this time, the hype might actually be justified. Because this rivalry checks every box imaginable. Power versus power. Confidence versus confidence. Two stars who genuinely feel larger than life. And maybe the most important detail of all, neither woman looks willing to back down. That's rare in WWE. Usually one side starts looking vulnerable before the big match even happens. Somebody gets embarrassed repeatedly. Somebody starts playing defense. But here? Both Jade and Rhea feel dangerous at the exact same time, and that creates real tension. The kind of tension where fans genuinely don't know who's going to win. And honestly, WWE probably realizes they accidentally created gold here. Because now every future interaction between these two women instantly matters more. Every stare down means something. Every backstage segment suddenly feels important. You can already picture WWE stretching this rivalry out slowly, teasing fans week after week until the entire audience is desperate to see these two finally collide one-on-one. And if they handle this correctly, this could become one of the defining rivalries of the modern women's division. But let's talk about Jade specifically because this is where things get really interesting. A lot of fans have been waiting for that one defining WWE moment from her. Not just dominance. Not just an impressive entrance. Not just athleticism. A real moment that makes the audience collectively say, okay, now she feels like a true superstar. This may have been that moment. Because standing tall over Rhea Ripley means something. WWE protects Rhea's aura carefully. They don't casually let people embarrass her unless they truly believe in them. So the second Jade stood over her while the crowd exploded, fans immediately started asking the big question. Is WWE preparing Jade Cargill to become the new face of the division? And honestly, maybe they are. Jade already looks like a superstar before she even says a word. Her presentation feels massive. Her confidence feels real. Even the way the camera focuses on her feels intentional. WWE clearly understands they have something special with her. But this rivalry with Rhea could take her to another level entirely. Because dominating random opponents is one thing. Standing face to face with Rhea Ripley and looking equal to her is completely different. That changes perception instantly. And perception is everything in wrestling. Fans decide very quickly who feels important and who doesn't. Sometimes all it takes is one great segment to completely change how the audience sees somebody. One night, somebody feels like just another wrestler, and the next night they suddenly feel like the future of the company. That's exactly what this SmackDown moment felt like for Jade Cargill. And the craziest part is Rhea Ripley didn't even look scared afterward. She looked furious, which honestly makes this rivalry even better. Because now it's personal for her too. You could practically hear Rhea's future promos forming in her head after the attack happened. She looked like somebody who had just been publicly disrespected, and Rhea Ripley does not handle disrespect quietly. We've seen it before. When Rhea gets angry, she stops trying to simply win matches. She tries to punish people. She tries to embarrass them. She turns fights into statements. But here's the problem for Rhea. Jade Cargill seems to enjoy pressure. The bigger the spotlight gets, the calmer she looks. That's a terrifying combination for anybody standing across the ring from her. And physically, this match could be absolutely insane. Not just good. Not just entertaining. We're talking collision-level chaos. The kind of match where every move sounds painful. The kind of match where fans start screaming before impact even happens because they already know something violent is coming. You can already picture it. Rhea charging full speed. Jade refusing to move. Both women crashing into each other like superheroes fighting in the middle of a city. Michael Cole probably losing his voice at commentary while security guards pretend they can control the situation. Honestly, WWE security guards deserve a raise at this point because those poor guys lose every single battle they enter. But beneath all the chaos and violence, there's actually something deeper happening here. This rivalry feels symbolic. It feels like a possible changing of the guard. For years, Rhea Ripley has represented dominance in WWE's women's division. She became the standard. The final boss. The mountain everybody else had to climb. Now Jade Cargill is walking into WWE and basically saying, "Move over." That's bold. Dangerously bold. And the craziest part is she might actually pull it off.